What is up, guys? Welcome back to the function. We're now a mic stand podcast, so you can basically say our penises are huge.
Yeah, we're really official.
Yeah, I'm really excited for these, even though
I think
this
this
isn't much of an upgrade.
Yeah,
from
but
our previous setup.
it's gonna blow up viewership. You know, people are just gonna be like, they got mics.
People have been loving the new setup. People love the chairs with the green screen and
Okay, I was thinking
the lighting.
I think we should be a little bit more creative with our green screen. You know, like it's kind of boring having just a static background. We should play some. We should play some like really just like a movie. Like a very recent movie too. Like
That's
just
a better idea. That's way better than what I had in mind.
Illegally stream it and then we're just talking over it.
What I really had in mind was I wanted to do, like, you know how a lot of DJ sets that are like the smaller, they'll have like the thing in front of the stand. I'm specifically thinking of like Metro Boomin. When I saw him, he had like, it was like the Boominati pyramid that was just like constant, that was like rotating 360 with like cars driving, and it was just like a bunch of cool shit. And I was like, how cool would it be as if it was just like, if it was just like that, but it was just like the function was just like 3D rotating constantly. Even that I thought would be cool.
Yeah, that might be a little intense.
What if we actually just had the is it XP or Vista or 7 where it's like the Windows thing that's, or even the DVD thing that's just like,
oh, that'd be so good. We should definitely do that.
Floating in the background. Okay,
That's a great idea.
We'll make a note of that. But
no, I think it'd be really funny to just have like super trap music videos. They're just like hard as fuck, and we're just like, yeah. So you heard about TikTok? You know, it's like just ass.
We just
basically.
So yeah, I think we've narrowed it down to two options. We're either gonna have nothing but NBA YoungBoy videos in the background, or we're gonna just live stream the Federal Reserve meetings in the background while we're.
That'd be hilarious.
We probably should do. I'm actually gonna talk to the editor about this and hit that up. But
the editor.
Yeah, we have an editor now. Get fucking wrecked. I don't know who's getting wrecked, but not the editor because we need her, and not us because we're cool now.
Our time.
I don't know where you want to start. I've got a lot of stuff that I can talk about and I'm very excited about, but I don't.
Okay, well, first of all, I guess I don't know if you heard of this. Is just something I really wanted to talk about, but I didn't want to bring up earlier. All the tech suits, like Facebook is getting sued by the continental United States. It's like a trust buster, but it's like.
Okay, you made it sound like every state in the U.S. was like
not individually,
but it's an organization called the Continental United States. Is that what you're saying?
Oh no.
Every single state is suing?
I was just kidding. Not actually the Continental United. Actually, it might just be the continent because it said the U.S. federal government and 48 states, so it would make sense. But they're.
I bet California is one of the states that's not suing them.
Yeah, they better not be. But yeah, suing Facebook because they think they're a monopoly, and I'm like, Twitter exists. So does a bunch of other social medias.
It's not even because of Facebook. It's because of Instagram.
Why? What about TikTok? What about, I feel like there's competition. There's plenty of competition. They've morphed.
It's literally the fact that it's they own the two, not only the two biggest, but the two most profitable social media companies.
That makes sense.
Twitter just became profitable. Instagram
really?
has been like last year.
I didn't know that.
Their stock has exploded since. But yeah, they finally became profitable, and they're probably about to go back in the red just because they introduced the stories. It's not that it like cost them a lot of money. It's just that everyone just fucking. I don't know how you use it. I
haven't even updated my app. I still don't have stories.
I just hate it because when you go click on somebody's profile on Twitter, it's like, do you want to see their story or their profile? And it's like, no, I want to see their profile picture.
Yeah,
that's why I'm clicking on the profile picture.
Yeah. That's dumb.
Because Instagram, obviously, you don't have that issue because you can't click on somebody's profile picture. Mm-hmm. But I don't know. That's crazy, though. Do they have anything specific about the monopoly?
The only thing I didn't read too long into it, but basically they were like, it's I don't know. They're like it's a monopoly because they're pushing out competitors with because they're huge or whatever. I'm like there are competitors. I guess they mean like new competitors, but TikTok is relatively new.
No, I get it because I know one of the biggest things they did is just the predatory nature of like Snapchat was fucking rolling them
right,
and then all they did was just add Instagram stories, and then Snapchat kind of just got fucked.
Yeah.
Which I guess that's kind of what happens, because literally Mark tried to buy them like 3 or 4 times, and then they said no, so then he just did that.
Oh, also another crazy thing, tangent. Mark Zuckerberg is like on, I don't know, whatever, competing. I don't know what you say. He's possibly Time's Person of the Year. I don't know if that's true. I just saw like a headline, like a picture of it, which is insane. I'm like, I feel like people hate him.
I definitely think a lot of people hate him. One of the things that I thought was very interesting was, it had to have been a meme, but it was like,
oh, this is from 10 years ago.
Oh, that was 10 years ago? That's funny.
Whoopsie. Oh, yeah. Yep. December 15th, 2010.
I forget what it was, but it was something crazy of like, it was 4 people and contestant for Times Person of the Year. Mm-hmm. This had to have been a meme because of the last one. It was, I forget who the first one was, but then it was Kylie Jenner, Donald Trump, and then the police officer who got arrested for murdering George Floyd. So I think this was a meme, but
yeah, I don't think any of those people would be.
Yeah, I was like,
get any votes.
Interesting choice, but
I think Time would just shut down immediately.
I don't know. Adolf Hitler was at one point the Time Person of the Year.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
I think this was because this was like pre-World War II. Like, I think this was even
obviously.
I think this was this was right as that famous like Berlin Olympics, where they had it like right before World War II.
Yeah.
And I want to say people are like, oh, he's turned the country around so much post World War I. Time Person of the Year.
That's nice. That's really nice. Little did they know.
Yeah, that's like more of a. They could have immediately had the Curb Your Enthusiasm theme.
Oh my god.
One thing I also want to say though is going on business. So DoorDash and Airbnb both went public this week.
Yeah, dude. What did Airbnb finish at?
They went public at $60 a share. They closed at $144. They closed at $100 billion.
$100 billion, yeah, because it started at like what, 47 or something.
40 is what they were trying to go for, but they raised it. They kept raising it this week. I think because they knew they were gonna fucking go crazy.
Yeah.
They were like, "Hey, we're gonna go public at this valuation." They were like, "No, we think we can get this." And like every week it went up. Also, 2 things I want to say. Shouts out to Blake Graffiti and Cozy Studios for sending me this shirt with one of my orders. We've had him on before. I like the little sleeve. It needs to be. I need a lint roller because I have never worn this, and I just pulled it out of my closet, and I somehow got hair all over it. But shouts out Blake for that. Go follow Cozy Studios. The hoodie I got was fucking awesome. But also, welcome back to the. Just because I now thought of it. Welcome back to the constantly readjusting and playing with our mic stand podcast.
Yeah, I think it's gonna happen this entire episode.
I was literally seeing us both do this, and I was just like, we're going to be doing this the whole time.
Yeah.
But
I'll get used to it.
For me, it's a fidgety thing. I feel like because I can't hold the mic, and I always fidget with shit.
Yeah, I just kind of want it in like I don't know what position I want it in.
You want to still hold it, but
yeah, a little bit. Just like, yeah.
But yeah, so that was crazy that Airbnb fucking. I mean, it makes sense that they. Jesus Christ. It makes sense that they did this because people have been fucking hungry for this IPO for so long. I mean, they have been sitting on the sidelines for. I mean, the company is 12 years old. The company started in 2008.
I did not realize that.
Yeah, it is that old.
It feels like it started in like 2014.
I think that's. Well, first off, that's when they rebranded. Because they were first called Air Bed and Breakfast.
Oh, right.
They also, their logo was just this like airbrushed script of like white with like a blue outline that said Air Bed and Breakfast, and it looked gross. Horrible. I like the little, it's not called like a linchpin. I don't know what it's called, but there's a name for the symbol of their their icon.
I love it too.
I love that. Nice. They have a giant sculpture of it in their office, and it looks sick as fuck. Also, I like the coloring.
Yeah. Oh my god, their colors are perfect, and their whole like web aesthetic, like all of their design and stuff, it's so like cohesive and just nice. I don't know, makes you feel good.
Their UX is amazing.
Yeah,
I love it, and I'm gonna miss checking it as often as I did now that we don't have our Airbnb. But well, we still have the one in New Orleans, just not the one here. So
we just kind of started like using Airbnb as our like favorite place to just copy stuff from, like our whole website.
I mean the amount of time they put into it.
Our color just came from Airbnb's color.
Oh my god.
No, not really, but that would be funny.
Y'all's is more orange though.
Yeah, no, it is.
Please explain again. I love what y'all do on your Zoom calls on your backgrounds before.
So, wait, I don't even know I told you this.
Well, go ahead and tell me again, because I think it's funny and I think the listeners will love it too.
Basically, I don't know what the meeting was, but we were like, we're not like a super serious meeting, but like, you know, relatively.
Yeah, I figured you weren't in a serious meeting.
Yeah, and so Matthew took a picture of me, of my Zoom like video or whatever, put that as his background, and then got out of the video, so it looked like it was just me. And then George did it too, so it ended up being an entire Zoom call of just me and then the people that we were talking to. So
it's like the Zoom equivalent of the white girl on the couch with all the black dudes behind her from that.
And so it's like I didn't even realize that it was happening. Like I was looking down on my phone or something like that, and so I look up and I just see a fuckload of me. I'm like, oh no,
that's hilarious. What else?
Her.
Do you have an answer to the internet already ready to go?
No, not on deck. Sorry. I'm so sorry.
While you pull that up, listen to the crazy dream I had last night. And it was crazier, but it's one of those that it's like, so two things have been common in my dreams as of late. One, almost every time the setting of my dream is directly correlated to the last thing I was thinking about, or one of the last things I was thinking about before I went to bed. This hasn't always happened, but it's funny that it's happening lately.
Yeah.
Two, I never get to remember and write down my dream in the dream journal that I have, which I mostly have not because I think it's cool or whatever. I do it because I'm like, I think it's some crazy shit, and I think it's interesting if I write it down.
Yeah.
And especially because you can never remember it the longer you go.
Yeah.
I got up to pee, and I tried going back to sleep, and because I was like, oh, hurry, maybe, because sometimes you can get thrown back in.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that didn't happen. But, so we all were at Sarah's house, which y'all were last night. So I think that's hilarious that this is the second time recently. And we like take a left into her living room, and it's like this giant, almost castle living space. Like it's just it looks like the main center of like a museum, and we're at like a gala.
That's sick.
And there's thousands. There's probably like 1,000 to 2,000 people in this room. And then next thing I know, we think the police show up, but then they start firing shots in the air, and a bunch of people scatter. And then turns out, for some reason, the Russians and the Sinaloan cartel decided to partner up and then take Sarah's house as their like point of
like base of operations.
Yeah, their base of operations. And for some reason, of course, this reminds me of the setup of like whenever the gas station is getting robbed in Always Sunny, and they're all like going into their flashback, except of what they do, and that's kind of like the setup of what happens next. Because I don't know why we were like, it's like, oh no, I guess it was, oh no, it's our friend Sarah's house. We gotta get these people out. And I don't know why only Connor was there. Connor's the only person I remember with me. But then things basically got super Tarantino-ish in how gory they got, because I just remember, next thing I know, there's like some Russian officer like walking through the hallway, and then Connor and I jump out and just like step on the back of his calf to make him fall, and then somebody pulls him up and just slits his throat. And I was
Jesus
like, oh my
Christ.
God. And then there was something else about there where we just, I don't know, probably not, but it was that. And then we just pulled out like sawed-off shotguns and just started shooting everyone, and it just became insane.
The episode of Archer.
Yes, it became the cancer rampage against the Irish mob. But Shouts out Khan for being so skilled in combat in my dream. That's not in real life, but so yeah, that was my dream last night.
Have I told you about Matthew's dreams?
No.
Okay, so I didn't tell you about the quote, the famous quote.
But after that, also talk about what's the thing where it's like how you have crazy dreams whenever you
when you drink
or stuff like that. But
okay, yeah.
Tell the Matthew thing first, and then
no, I'm gonna say that one first because I'm gonna forget to tell it. So basically, people say, I don't know, people are like when they smoke they don't dream or they don't dream at all.
Yeah.
Or or if you stop smoking, then you start dreaming, like having these crazy dreams. And basically, I was like looking into it, and people were like, the reason behind that is that whenever you smoke, you never enter the stage of sleep that you're gonna dream at. You basically
it's the same with like drinking. How you don't really like sleep, you kind of just pass out.
Yeah. So exactly, sleep.
Your brain doesn't really.
Right. You're not rebuilding. So basically, the stage of sleep in which you're rebuilding your body and all, you never reach that in like when you're super fucked up in like in any capacity.
Yeah.
And so and you won't dream, but then you can try this experiment at home. If you get super fucked up for like one night, and then you don't dream, but then you wake up and go back to sleep, you'll probably have some really crazy dreams because for whatever reason your body decides to like build up your dream storage and then release the floodgates the next time you actually do dream. So like
I've had some very boring, mundane dreams before, so that makes sense, and I feel like that would be interesting to do.
Anyway, but yeah, so Matthew has historically hilarious dreams. Like he almost every day comes in and tells us about his most recent dream because they're always fucking crazy.
Question: do they watch the podcast or listen?
I don't think so,
because I feel like we've talked about them enough now that I wonder if they even have any.
Well, it's nice. I can just use content from them. I just steal their content and then recycle it onto the podcast.
Get fucked. Continue though.
No. So Matthew one time came in and he's like, I have to tell you about this dream. He's like, so the whole beginning of the dream was equally crazy. He walks into a first grade. I don't remember the first half, actually. I only remember the second half, which is long enough to be its own dream. He had to do something. I don't know what it was, but he had to walk into a first grade classroom. And the teacher asked him to present or something like that. He's like, whoa.
In first grade?
No, he's like a normal, like a grown ass man. And he's like, I can't today. I have to go to work. I'm sorry. Oh no, I remember it now. He was going to a first grade class, and he was helping like a mentally challenged student or something like that, like tutoring them. And they were like, can you stay the rest of the day? And he's like, no. He's like, I have to go to work. And so he goes to work, but then the next day he comes back. He said, I'll be back the next day, or like tomorrow. He comes back the next day, but when he walks in this time, he's a first grader. But he said he was totally, so he was like aware like he is now. Like he was just a normal dude, but he's in a first grader's body. And he said the teacher said, it's nap time or something along those lines. I don't know. They said something, and then his buddy that he hasn't seen in literally, I guess, 13 years. He would have been 7 the last time he's seen this guy. He was in the dream. And he looks at the teacher and he says, the teacher asks him a question. He says, the first woman was impersonation. The second woman was imperative. And that was it. He's like, I don't know what it means. So we spent a whole day just like trying to decipher what that quote was. So the guy,
did he reach out to the guy that he had
no,
seen in 13 years?
But we did look him up to see what he was doing now. He's playing rugby at Yale. He's like super smart. He's done all this like really awesome stuff. And we're like, that's so sick. So now we have him. We drew a picture of him on our whiteboard. And he's our mascot now. And like he has no idea about any of this. And we want to. So basically,
turns out he's a listener of this podcast. It was like,
so
Matthew,
funny.
what the fuck?
So we ended up like adding a bunch of parts to him. Basically, he was just a body with his arms crossed because that was the picture we found on Google. And now he's a centaur with a scorpion tail wings, and like all this crazy shit.
Wait, hold up. How funny would it be? Not only how funny would it be if he listened to this, how funny would it be if he listened to it and then texted Matthew those words, the first woman, just like out of the blue, and he's just like,
what we always talk about,
and it's like he doesn't have the number. It's just like the first woman was imperative, and then Matthew's just like, who is this? And he's just like, you know exactly who this is.
That'd be so. No, we always talk about how we need to text him and be like, you've affected our life a lot. But we're also like, what if he had the exact same experience in reverse? What if he had a dream where Matthew said something extremely profound, and like he is just constantly thinking about him, and he's like, that'd be crazy if he had a dream too, you know?
How funny would it be is if things... So Bert Kreischer's youngest daughter,
Isla?
Yeah, Isla, apparently, according to Bert, Isla thinks everyone has the same dream.
Oh, wait, I remember that.
I don't remember. Did he say this in a special?
Yeah, he did.
Okay, I didn't remember. Oh, yeah, because it was the, what'd you think of the dream last night, big boy, or whatever. How crazy would that be, though, if that was like...
I don't know, that'd be so funny.
At least just sharing a dream with somebody else, I think, would be interesting. What?
Yeah, I was checking time.
Yeah, that'd be fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Now I want to reach out to this dude and be like, you have to text... Be like, hear me out.
Oh, that'd
you
be
have no
so
idea
funny.
who it is.
Oh my
just,
God,
like,
that'd be
tell
so
him
funny.
to text Matthew.
Yes,
those
and
words.
not tell him.
Yeah, and just don't tell Matthew. And
that'd be
Matthew
hilarious.
would be like,
and it would be even more hilarious if you did it, because he'd like ask me, and I'd be like, no, dude, I haven't done anything. Oh, that'd be so funny. But he would probably still think it was me. He'd think it was one of us.
he would, but you could at least be
really
honest
funny,
and
though.
be like, it wasn't me.
Yeah, it wasn't me.
We might have to do that.
That would be so funny.
We'll figure that out after this. But so one thing I wanted to talk about, which obviously it's not going to be as entertaining because we both already know about it, but Buzkashi is the coolest thing I have ever heard, and I can't believe I've never heard of this.
Yeah.
So for those who don't know, Buzkashi, Connor showed us this. It's
East Asian.
That's first off, it's not. They were saying, I thought they were saying East or Central Asia. It's played in Turkey, Afghanistan, and like Uzbekistan, Turkmenistan, and all the stands play it. Which I was like, that's nowhere near
West Asia.
Yeah, exactly. That is West Asia.
Okay.
So basically,
they said it's the official sport of like a bunch of Central Asian countries.
It's probably like Kazakhstan and Uzbekistan and all those countries that
don't they like soccer? I feel like soccer is all their sports. You know?
No,
it's the world sport.
That makes sense. Because the British Empire. That
Buzkashi is the world sport, actually.
Oh, Buzkashi is the world sport. Okay, so basically, you're on horseback, and I guess what sport would you say it's similar to? Is it like polo mixed with like basketball?
I'd say yeah, that's probably the best. Except the basketball is a severed goat's body.
Yeah, it's a dead goat with no head
and no legs. I'm pretty sure. Oh no, it has legs.
Because that's how you grab it.
Yeah.
You got to pick it up and throw it into this fucking thing.
Into a ring.
Also, it's crazy. I didn't realize how fast paced it is.
Yeah.
Just because the amount of guys that in the video that flew off their horse when they tossed it in.
Yeah.
But then I guess, okay, even without the head, that goat has to be like what? Like 30 pounds at least.
I'm thinking like 50.
50?
It was big.
Yeah. Fuck, yeah.
I mean, some of them. It's probably smaller goats. But yeah, okay, so what I'm thinking is, you know how we were saying we need to have a eSports team?
You want a Buzkashi team?
I mean,
I'm gonna be honest. Personally, I would be way more hyped for Buzkashi than I would be for.
And think about the barrier to entry. You just gotta have a dude who can ride a horse.
Yeah.
You know, like literally, it looked like all those dudes were just guys that just got off work. Like were totally random dudes.
They probably don't have cars, and that horse is what they take to work.
Right.
Because they're in a third world country.
Yeah, it was like very much like not an official organization. It looked like. But yeah, we put out a champion. We have an absolute goat.
Funny. Yeah, that's all I'm gonna talk about on that. But everyone, go look up Buzkashi. You will not be disappointed.
Yeah,
it's very entertaining. One of the guys from Barstool that I've never heard of did a video on it.
And get ready to see the Function sponsored Buzkashi tournaments.
Yeah, we're
in
gonna
America.
Sponsoring Buzkashi tournaments.
American Buzkashi. We might have to switch it from a goat. It'd have to be like a Not like a real goat. We might just have to do like a sack of potatoes that looks like a goat. I know it kind of kills the culture, but like, you know.
What if it's just like a sandbag?
That works, yeah. That would work, I think.
No, because I think the thing that makes it difficult is the fact that you got to grab it.
Yeah, I'm thinking like we make it a goat-shaped thing, like we make it shaped like a goat, but I don't. So it's like
it'd
be so unsanitary to like use a real goat with a severed head. Also, kind of gross.
That's true. So we just basically make like the crash test dummy.
Yes.
Fill it with sand.
Yeah. We got to keep the spirit though.
Yeah.
Be fucked up if we, keep the spirit of the game.
Okay, so everyone has to dress like they're poor and dress really shittily. We won't really have uniforms because that's the other thing. There's not really uniforms.
Yeah, no.
There's hardly teams.
I don't think there are teams. The one we were watching, I don't think there was a team. It was just like 300 dudes on horses.
That was
just
insane.
Trying to grab.
That one was way crazier than the first one we saw. But anyway, that's Buzkashi there. Do you have the answer the internet up?
Oh yeah, baby. I'm skipping the one for today. We're going to the one for next week, I guess, because this one sucks. I'll just tell you that bad one. Do you think there are more porn stars or murderers in the world? Porn stars. Who cares?
Yeah.
Okay. If you had to get a lip tattoo, what would it say?
I think that's hilarious that you mentioned this because so
You
we're
got
actually
one?
recording. We're recording this. We're recording this right now, and right now the episode with Tiffany Selberg just dropped. And I actually asked her that one on that episode. So
Oh, really?
we'll be getting this 2 episodes in a row. Which
Oh, shit.
You're not there, even though you were, because I don't know. You haven't seen the episode because you weren't there.
No,
but
I haven't watched it.
the joke is the intro. I tried to preface her. If you haven't seen it, because this will be out. The episode with her will be out already by the time this comes out. So
It's out now.
Yeah, it's out now, but we're filming this a week
Right now.
a week in advance. Anyway, the joke was I introduced her. We started off as if she was Colin, and then she was like, "Oh, I just transitioned. I'm Colin post-op." So that was the joke.
I'm back though.
Yeah, Colin transitioned back.
Yeah.
So even though the last episode, episode is called Colin's transitioning.
Yeah, Colin's
Colin
retransitioning.
transition. So you're back. So
Yeah.
Anyway,
trans.
Anyway,
male.
we asked that one, but now that you're actually back, now that you've retransitioned, your opinion might change. So,
You don't have a word, a thought. I think I would do.
I would put "come here."
That'd be hilarious.
I'd do that. I mean, I think I said I'd either do ASAP or I'd do LYBB or FYBR, which ASAP everyone knows by the artist, but it stands for always striving and prospering. And then it's last year being broke or first year being rich, depending on what it is. But
I think I would do something far more stupid, something like Pikachu with a fat ass or something like that, like a really thick Pikachu.
I feel like that's difficult though because
on your lip.
I feel like lip
True.
tattoos, it's always words because you can't really
That's true.
fit anything
Yeah, you
else.
can't really fit that. Yeah, because the thickness of Pikachu I'm thinking of.
You said that,
Far
and
larger.
I thought you literally were going to have the words Pikachu with a fat ass. I was like, that would take up a lot of space.
No, how about... Because it's temporary, so you can really go all out, That's the nice thing.
I don't know. I've heard a lot of people that were like, hey, they said lip tattoos were temporary. I got this 3 years ago.
Okay, relatively temporary. Like, it's going to be there for you. I mean, it's like, I don't know, like a toe tattoo, which is also technically temporary, but it'll be there for a long time. I'll say...
No, thick tindy boys wouldn't fit, so I wouldn't do that.
I don't know.
I feel like you're restricted just because of the space, not due to creativity.
Yeah,
But
it just becomes, it's like, what do you want there that is so hilarious, but it's only hilarious for the next couple of years? How about... I don't know. I can't think of anything that's not just really stupid. Everything I think of is just so stupid.
That's how 90% of my brain operates.
Yeah. I don't know. Like,
final answer. I'm going with "come here."
I think I'm gonna go with. I'd have to think of a joke, make it the punchline, and then I'd tell the joke, and then people, they ask like,
The horse's name was Friday is way too long, so I obviously couldn't put that there, but that would be a good one. I've been saying that joke for like fucking 5 years.
Yeah. No, it would be some kind of joke set up, and then it would be so ridiculous that I had it tattooed on my mouth that it'd be funny. I think that's that's kind of a long explanation, but yeah, that's what I'd go with.
Or just for the quality of my humor, I think would be on par with the quality of this game. So I think I'd just get COD Ghost.
I think I would get a yes on the top, no on the bottom. Then I could be like, nah. I don't know how that's easier than just saying yes or no, but all right.
It's the principle.
Yeah, it's about the principle of the act. No football ever again. Rip football. I'm happy.
I'm so pissed.
I'm happy.
Are you in the playoffs?
Oh, this foot. Oh, no.
What football are you talking about?
I'm talking about real football.
Oh,
LSU's just like, we quit.
Yeah, LSU just gave up. They're like, yeah.
They're like that was bad.
This has to be. I feel like we have to have the record for like going from being a completely undefeated team to being the worst. Like you cannot drop off harder than we did.
We're one of 3 teams in the last I don't know what it was, like 100 years that has ever won a championship and then gone negative the next season. Like had a negative record.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
That's
It's horrible.
It was because a crazy year. Because I mean, in our defense, not even in our defense. I mean, a lot of players like opted out. Was it Jamar Chase that opted out like even before the season started?
Yeah, I think so.
Which smart on his part.
Yeah,
but
someone tells us we're wrong. Jamar Chase probably fucking graduated and just plays for the Saints, and I just watch him every week.
No, because he was one of the ones that stayed. But I mean, yeah, it's crazy whenever you lose like 90% of your 95% of your starting.
What was the number? I think we actually had like in the single digits of returning seniors.
Yeah, or
returning starters.
Yeah.
Starters.
Well, I mean, we had by far the most players drafted out of any other school for this past draft.
Yeah,
for this. But
we had like, what was it?
To be fair, I'm not as disappointed because I haven't paid that much attention. I've been either drunk or not watching the game during the games this year, and also we can't tailgate. Can't really go. You can go to the games.
I said it from the beginning. This season doesn't count, and we're gonna suck anyway.
And you stand by that. And even though the season's basically over, I'll join you on that one.
Season doesn't count. This season is literally it's pretend. It's make believe. Doesn't matter. And LSU's still the greatest team of all time. The greatest team that's ever been.
I mean, we'll still have the asterisks over that's what I'm saying is I want us to have an asterisk over our season.
Yeah.
Or over this year. And then, first off, we get it for a second year, technically. Because we've never been challenged in a legit season. Yeah. And then also, I want them to let teams that don't normally... We've been saying this for so long. I want to let teams that normally would not make it in the playoffs fucking throw them in.
Yeah.
BYU,
don't put
Coastal
Alabama
Carolina.
In. We don't put Alabama is going to win next year probably.
Out of the top 4, Notre Dame is the only one that I want in there.
Just
get Clemson, Ohio State, and Alabama out of there.
Yeah.
And throw in Coastal Carolina.
Yes.
I want to see a bunch of dudes with mullets raise up the fucking college football national championship trophy. Because goddamn, those are sick.
Yeah, give it to someone who's never gonna win. Like ever again. This season does not count.
But Marshall got their ass kicked last week. So
rip. But yeah. Anyway, I
thought you were talking about fantasy
football. Yeah, I'm out on both. I'm not even. I didn't.
Well, first off, you're not out on both because in Young Savages we play it to where everyone is in the playoffs, so you still have a chance.
League standings.
I didn't know.
I'm number 1 in our division.
Oh my god. Young Savages though, that one I guess I have to still look forward to, but I was so pissed. It was my Venmo message to Chase. So for those who don't know, I have lost every year I've bet money on, but when I don't bet money, I've had 100% success rate in winning the league. So Chase was like, if you lose, you pay money, but if you win, you don't have to pay, which doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
I then negotiated with him that he was going to pay me my $5 if I won, so that I would still get all the money.
This is closed.
But Anyway, I paid him the money because I didn't make it in the playoffs because
Yeah.
we only have 4 teams in the playoffs.
Yeah, and because they had some busted ass teams somehow.
Well, also, it hurts whenever the player drafted first overall is injured, and that affects.
Yep, that doesn't help.
Yeah, which is why I was cocky because I was the first overall pick, drafted Christian McCaffrey, and he's been out for 9 weeks. And they were like, "Oh, he'll be back this Sunday." No, he's not. They said last night that he was like, "No, fuck you. He's sitting out again." So
yeah,
fuck my life. That's what I said in the Venmo thing. It was like, "Fuck Christian McCaffrey for getting hurt. Fuck Lamar Jackson for not being as good as last year.
A little salty, huh?
Fuck Rachel Ducote for being broken. Mainly because she was the last person who beat me last week. I was about to beat her, and then Antonio Gibson shit the bed.
Yeah,
got me 1 point, and then Rachel, and then of course Josh Allen went off. Fucking Josh Allen, but. Anyway, so I'm depressed now with that. I want to win one game and then drop all my players. Mainly because as long as I'm not the last place, I'm fine.
I got waxed on that league. I've been getting waxed, and I just keep getting waxed. My team's just not good, and that's it. That's pretty much that. I think in points I'm doing decent, like points 4.
Yeah,
but that doesn't really get you anything. So yeah, I'm just losing. That's okay. I've accepted that.
Did you see the Harrah's makeover that they're doing?
Mm-mm.
I'm very excited about this. So apparently Harrah's is owned by Caesars.
Okay, did not know that.
They're making a $325 million investment into the Harrah's in New Orleans to completely convert it to Caesars New Orleans. So they're going to make it look like Caesar's Palace. They're adding a 340-room tower, so they're expanding it.
Like up?
Yeah.
Wow.
And then they're completely redoing all their dining, and they're going to double down. They apparently have a second floor of gaming that they're going to add and like redo.
Oh. I thought you meant they already had that. I'm like, I don't remember.
They do have it, but it's like not really being used
right
now because I think they like added it late, and then with the pandemic, they just kind of stopped. So it's like it might even be like half built.
Yeah.
But I'm excited. I think the Harrah's just branding is not impressive.
Yeah.
So I'd be very excited to get Caesars. I mean, I think that's gonna make it a lot nicer.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna look way cooler. Now that we actually gamble, it'll be more worth. By gamble, I mean like we can.
Okay.
AKA, you didn't go until I turned 21.
Yeah.
And then.
Yeah,
but
gambling days
I'm excited for that.
behind me.
And also, I think it'll be interesting. The only thing that doesn't make any sense is the mayor of New Orleans was just like, yes, I'm all for this, mainly because of all the jobs it gets. I mean, it's going to create like 500 construction jobs, but then it's also like, yeah, then no one's going to be able to use this because you're preventing travel and you're preventing New Orleans from being New Orleans.
I'm just really sad about Mardi Gras still.
Yeah,
still hurts a little bit.
That's pretty rough.
I wonder if the Baton Rouge parades is still going to go on.
I don't know.
I doubt it, but
yeah, I mean it's going to suck. And also we'll see if we have a Mardi Gras not next year, but the year after, because who knows if we'll have the money to do that, because this city of New Orleans makes 50+% of their tax revenue off of tourism.
I think,
and their economy is run off of tourism, and they're not letting tourism happen.
Well, I feel like I don't know. I mean, I know they're getting crushed, but like it's not like no one's going to New Orleans, There's still like a decent amount of tourism.
Yeah,
and
but it's
especially
mostly us.
Yeah.
People from Baton Rouge.
We were just talking about the Lake Charles thing. How like their hotels
we were
are full.
talking with Hartman and Paul, and they thought hotels were getting fucked. But
but no.
You can be the test of that.
Because of disasters.
You're going tomorrow.
Because of, good old natural disasters.
Yeah, we love that. But that was that. I thought that's interesting. The other thing is they said they're not going to be done till 2024. Seeing how fucking long it's taking them to do the Hard Rock, I feel like that might be longer.
Well, yeah, that's also because they're like, it's going to fall down and kill a bunch of people if we try to do anything. So it's
apparently that was a shady deal, and those builders were not that good.
Yeah, that is so crazy that they've let it just sit there that long.
They finally pulled, like a month or two ago, they finally pulled the last body out.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So for those who don't know, in New Orleans on Canal Street, the Hard Rock Cafe that they were building just completely collapsed.
Like 2 or 3 people. How many people died? It's like 2 or 3.
Yeah, 2 or 3. But it was this happened in like January.
Yeah.
This happened the beginning of 2020.
Yeah.
And in October or November of 2020, they finally pulled the last body out, which is horrifying.
Yeah, it is so ugly to look at. It is like an embarrassment on the city because it's right on Canal. Everyone that goes to New Orleans looks at that.
We'll see it. Yeah.
It's a little embarrassing, I think. But, what you going to do, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Valorant Pog.
Yeah.
Our team won. That's huge.
That is huge.
It's officially our team.
It is.
It's no longer 100 Thieves. It's our team.
Or is it 100 Thieves brought to you by The Function?
Yeah. Before we start our esports team, we're 100 Thieves fans.
We'll just buy out Drake's share.
Yeah, that would be.
We'll use it more. We'll take more advantage of it.
Yeah, for sure.
Drake does not.
I feel like
give a shit.
Yeah, he's probably not watching 100 Thieves play Valorant.
I don't know. Apparently, he broke his knee. I wouldn't be surprised if he's just sitting at home in bed. Just
really?
Apparently, he didn't say shit, and then he just started posting pictures in leg braces.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
He was just. I don't know. Now he's in the stew more.
He's been at his house, and he's got a studio in his house, so he's been in the stew. No change.
Yeah, true. But yeah, before we start our esports league, we become. So our fan base, like our esports fan, becoming problematic esports fans,
Mm-hmm.
Me and Connor were talking, and we're saying the next major, like the first in-person Valorant tournament that 100 Thieves is at, which hopefully will be in Texas and not LA, we got to go to. Round up all the troops. We go. We tailgate.
That would be so fun. I would
cause a problem.
I would be down to wear no shirt and paint my body red.
That'd be so funny.
I would love to do that.
No, what?
Oh, we get the 4 of us. 100 T.
Oh, that's fire. That'd be so good.
We have to do that now.
What we were talking about is what I was saying is we need to just start our own team. We can be horrible, but we enter in the tournaments, and then we have like all the player passes and stuff, and then we're just like basically just like on the floor, like right in front of the people, just I think that'd be hilarious.
If I bought 100 Thieves, I would immediately require all of their merch collabs to be done with Supreme, just to add to the branding of it.
Actually, they really should do more collabs. I mean, they've done some, I think, but
I really want to buy that fucking $600 100 T jacket.
Yeah, dude,
it looks so sick. But
$600? Are you serious?
I think it was 600. It might have been 400, but I swear it was 600.
Oh my god!
Because it was going for more. Because it was a lot more limited than like Supreme.
Yeah. But yeah, that tournament was actually so exciting. Like I've never watched esports very like passionately, I guess, but
That's not true. Y'all are so loud for that. It's crazy. I'm impressed, but
that's what I'm saying. Like before that, I had never watched esports. Like,
are you saying this past tournament or just Valorant tournaments in general?
The past one.
Okay.
I mean, no.
Y'all were pretty hyped for the first one.
Yeah, we were, but like in general,
y'all were way hyper for the second one.
Yeah. But I was like totally invested. I was like, I'm so much more invested in this than like most other sports or like other things. I don't know.
Which is good. I wish I was into it more, but I guess I haven't played the game.
Yeah. I feel like any other esport I've tried to watch, I'm just like, I don't care. Like I'm like I don't know, CS:GO and League.
I don't know if they started doing esports tournaments of Minecraft Hunger Games. Oh my god, that would be crazy. I would love that.
They've done some on Twitch, like actually.
Yeah, but you know what I mean, like a full on.
That would be so funny.
I would love that.
Have it at PAX or whatever. one of the big ones.
Yeah, that'd be
hilarious.
Or what else would be funny? What if they had esports tournaments for like Jackbox games?
Man, okay, I think the pressure becomes too great, and like because you are so pressured to be funny and everyone's expecting you to be funny, unless it's just a bunch of actual comedians up there. Even if it is comedians, I feel like everyone is just kind of like, I don't know, like Jackbox games kind of pigeonhole you, you know? Like having a competition on comedy is difficult, I think.
Yeah, okay, I guess you're right. Well, I mean, not all of them are.
But I would win.
Like the hotel? Like that one?
Oh, true.
The trivia one?
That'd be so funny.
So I thought this was funny, mainly because of how much it got destroyed. But the SEC tweet. So this is the Securities and Exchange Commission. Not football.
That's why I was confused. I was like,
they tweeted, "Don't understand an investment, don't invest in it." And Wall Street Bets and Robinhood traders like meme and all the Fin meme accounts absolutely tore it to shreds, and it was so funny because I think it's hilarious that 99% of people don't follow this. First off,
yeah,
but all the responses were just like stocks to the moon. It was like I'm levered up on Tesla calls to the tits, and then it was basically just like I'm gonna put all of my life savings into Tesla calls and then take all that money and put into Bitcoin. And just seeing, I don't know. I got a good laugh out of it, but I thought it was pretty. It was smart for them to do that, but they were like, it was like, don't do this on Twitter.
Yeah, I feel like
know your audience.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Just like the SEC needs to understand that all of Twitter is full of people who don't give a fuck about doing things right. You know, like no one is going to respond well to that.
Yeah.
Yeah. All the I think it's funny how many finance geniuses there are on Twitter that are like that just know more than people who do this as a job. Not actually.
Yeah, I was like, I think you're joking.
Yeah,
but I'm not sure.
No, there's so many people on Twitter who are just like talking to people who are like accredited or like have any sort of credentials, and my favorite is when people are like they say some shit that's just like off the wall, and then someone responds with something logical, and they're like, yeah, what would you know? And then I go on their account and they're like work at Goldman Sachs or whatever.
My one thing I want to know is how much it throws it off. Have you heard of the company Likefolio?
Mm-mm.
So they're a tech company. They're an investment research company. And their niche is the fact that they just have AI that completely indexes consumer behavior on Twitter and tries to figure out and formulates a way of saying that it's like, oh, and it like compares it to professional analysts or whatever.
Yeah.
Like one of the things they said that they like when the Apple Watch first came out, it didn't do well. Everyone was like, "Oh, the Apple Watch is going to kill it." But then like they indexed all of Twitter and people were like, "Nah, it's too expensive. Not getting the Apple Watch or whatever." And then they missed earnings and everyone who used Likefolio was like, we saw that coming or whatever because of that. But I'm wondering how much like stupid people making investment decisions throws that off.
Yeah, a lot, I think. We recently actually did an ML project on sentiment analysis, which was super fun. But it's basically that, except it's just we didn't do it for stocks, we did it for COVID. And the thing is, you end up like we found that where you end up having so many people saying random like just dumb shit that it's like it throws off your thing.
Yeah,
so
like the amount of people that are like COVID isn't real, whether they're saying it's a joke or they genuinely believe it, how much that probably threw that off.
Yeah, throws off everything a lot. Like people are just so stupid, so it throws off any prediction you try to make. And actually one thing we found, which we don't know if this is true, we found a possibly false but true for our experiment correlation between if you have less followers, you're more likely to say some crazy shit, basically. And so I think there's way more people than you realize out there with 1 or 2 followers who just tweets the most insane shit, and that just affects your results.
First off, did you see that meme where it was like some dude tweeted something and somebody absolutely roasted them because they saw their profile that they only had 1 follower, and it was just like, dude, just DM him. It's like, why are you tweeting this? Only one person's gonna see this. Just DM it to him.
It's so funny. Just DM him.
But yeah, no, you're probably right. It's that and the amount of people that I wish it was still the egg, but just the amount of profiles that are just like user insert 9 numbers and it's just the silhouette account.
Yeah. Actually, it would be fun to do sentiment analysis and like stocks and stuff, but it's a little bit more work, I think.
Yeah.
Also, sentiment analysis is kind of dumb. The one we're using, it's not dumb, but it was just like, I don't know. It would say something like,
I feel like you'd have a better chance. I don't know how much harder it is to index like images to like figure out what, like basically index a bunch of images and then get results from that than it would be to like take thoughts like tweets. because I feel like you could figure out consumer behavior based on what people are like pinning and saving on Pinterest. I feel like that you would have more effective results on that, being the nature of the platform. But I also don't know how much harder it would be.
I feel like a lot harder because Twitter makes it very easy.
That's what I'm saying is you can like see it, but if it's like, I mean,
Twitter makes it very easy.
It's like wedding dresses. Like
you can just download 3 million tweets if you want.
Okay.
You can just go ahead and do that. I don't know if Pinterest has like an API that'd be.
They probably do. I mean, they're pretty tech savvy and they're back in and what they do. I think Pinterest is one of the most slept on consumer.
That's probably true.
Tech. Like the shit they do is insane, and they have by far the highest conversion rate to purchases on any social platform.
That's actually not surprising.
Yeah, I mean, if you think about it, it's not surprising. But like once they started integrating ads, and just like stuff, it makes sense. I mean, if people start pinning a bunch of wedding dresses, it's so easy to just go start selling wedding dresses on there.
Yep.
Because it's so easy to see what people are looking for.
Yeah, that's true.
And then it's also all relating to stuff around things.
Yeah.
So it's easy to convert to purchasing.
That's true. Yeah, I mean I guess it's like here's what I don't understand. This is kind of random actually. But why if I buy something on Amazon, do they recommend it more after I buy it? I'm like I bought a mic stand. I don't need more mic stands. Like I bought 3.
Yeah, they need to tweak that to where it's like it makes sense if it's consumable.
Yeah.
But if I buy a fucking canoe from Amazon,
I don't need.
Here's 8 more canoes.
You want another canoe? We got tons of canoes. We have so many canoes.
You bought this canoe. Most other people also bought 8 other canoes.
You probably need like 3 canoes.
What if they sold like 4 packs of canoes like on Amazon? Like
canoe 4-pack. That'd be so funny. They're disposable canoes.
I would love to see if they just if you just started taking non-practical ideas and just started bundling them on Amazon. It's just
we need to make things that are not disposable. Like disposable chairs. It's just a paper chair.
I was going to say it's the gaming chair, like that typical gaming chair or whatever. It's just like
and you just throw it away.
You just have different options to where it's like, yeah, this comes with a 24-pack. 24-pack of the game of those like $300 gaming chairs.
Gaming chairs, whatever.
Jesus Christ.
DX Racer 24-pack.
$10,000.
We were talking. What the fuck were we talking? We were talking about.
Yeah, there's no bulk discount either.
Oh, never mind. This is Matthew again. Matthew just had some golden things the other day. He was talking about paper plates, and he was like, "What if we change paper plate to pay per plate, like pay-per-view?" Because for the longest time, I thought that pay-per-view was pay-per-view. So he's like, what if you pay per plate? I'm like, how is that any different from a paper plate? He's like, it's a disposable plate, but you pay per plate you use.
I'm going to be honest, I thought it was pay-per-view too.
Pay-per-view. It's what it sounds like.
Because it doesn't make sense for pay-per-view. I mean, it does, but it doesn't.
Yeah. And so then we actually developed on that idea, and we decided we're going to build pay-per-view.
You're just watching paper.
you make like if you want to like buy the fight on pay-per-view, they print out the whole fight on like a flip book, and you just flip and you just watch it like that. You just throw it away after, or recycle it.
I'm gonna be honest, that would be so much paper, but I bet it would still be cheaper than what they charge for these fights.
It's like $90. Oh my god. We had some pretty brilliant ideas.
Jesus. So one of the things I want to talk about next that I'd actually be interested in trying out next year one time. But first off, biggest thing that makes me upset is it's called Southern Coffee, I think, but it's spelled COFE. Really bothers me.
It's like Crofi.
But it's a coffee shop in Baton Rouge, so here locally. Mm-hmm. And it's interesting seeing, apparently because they can't do maximum capacity, they just said fuck it and just converted part of their coffee shop into a podcast studio. And they have all the equipment there, and you can, starting next spring, whenever it opens, you can, like that segment, you can just record your podcast out of this coffee shop.
Wow. Is it just like in the open? Like people are there and they're listening?
This is the image they gave. So I don't know if that's exactly it.
It looks like it. Oh, okay. No, not like live podcasting. That would be funny. Oh, we got to talk loud and just like talk about gross shit the entire time.
See, I would love to do that for a live podcast where it's just like people are there doing their own thing,
I'm
and
just
they're just like, oh, I
so bro, I took the biggest shit in the toilet yesterday, and then I missed the toilet a little bit. It's all over the bowl.
No, it would be like us doing shows, but at the most random time, kind of like how that bit Hannibal did, where he talked about if he lived in New Orleans, he'd just throw a parade for himself at like noon on a Tuesday.
Yeah,
I'd be like, why does Hannibal keep doing this? Like, I don't know, man. This is Hannibal time, though. You'd think he'd do it at a different time or whatever, but that'd be us. We'd just be showing up at like the most random time every week,
like 8:30 a.m.
and then just record our podcast.
Yeah.
No, we're there when it opens. Welcome back to the 5 a.m. podcast. It's Wednesday morning.
We're just being like really obnoxious. We're just like, we have a laugh track or like a soundboard.
Thanks, guys. And somebody's just like, shut up. We're not laughing.
What's up, guys? And we just play like an audience cheering. We're like, oh my god, guys, it's too much. Thanks, y'all.
Thank you.
No, really. All right. Anyway, we're gonna get into it. That'd be really funny. Like, there's like 3 people in there. And they're like,
I'd like
please shut the fuck up.
Even though we have our own setup, I would like, just for the fuck of it, just to rent that out one time.
I think it'd be hilarious.
And then record.
If it's really, I don't think it's like live, but
probably
that would
not.
be really funny.
I mean, I think just for a change of scenery, I think it'd be interesting.
It's like a piano bar, except it's a podcast bar. Oh, that's when you start. Instead of
still want to start
bar,
my TikTok bar though.
Yeah, that would probably be better. But this would be, it's like instead of the piano setup, you just have a podcast station. Some dudes walk in, they're like, anyway, how about that weather? Things like that. I don't know if that's how you start a comedy podcast, but maybe talk about sports. That'd be a better podcast.
Maybe. Did you see the Marvel announcements?
No. And
oh my God.
I did.
Did you hear about them?
I just heard that they happened. I just heard that there was something happening.
So I'm excited. Probably the biggest one on here is Fantastic Four. They officially confirmed that. Hopefully they can finally do this right.
New Fantastic Four?
Yes.
With who?
They haven't announced yet. They just said they're doing. I mean, I could probably go check the IMDb, but I haven't yet, so I can't really attest to it. We're getting Moon Knight. Very excited about that.
That was my favorite superhero besides Black Panther, who wasn't like super popular a long time ago.
Yeah, Moon Knight is. There's this Drew gave me a Moon Knight comic that was him with all the Avengers, and then you just find out at the end of the comic that it's just his schizophrenia acting up or whatever. It was just they portrayed it as if like Thor and Captain America were there the entire time, and it was really just the voices in his head. And that was really funny. But I want to say, who they announced who was playing him, but I don't remember. I'm This is comment. Leave in the comments below who's playing Moon Knight, because I don't remember. Shot in the dark. It's either Oscar Isaac or Jake Gyllenhaal.
What if it's just?
It could be somebody completely fucking random, but
it's just Ben Affleck and it's just Batman.
That would be so stupid.
It's literally Batman. Moon Knight is just Batman.
It's like Moon Knight with the brain of Deadpool.
Is it?
Moon Knight is fucking crazy. Like, that's like his thing. He's like schizophrenic or whatever, and he's just like he'll just kill somebody just randomly just cuz.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
Yeah, no, he's like fucking psycho. Let's see. They're making a I don't know if this is a movie. Some of these I'm thrown off because they're shows on Disney Plus. But there's an I Am Groot that follows Baby Groot.
That's so good.
They're doing a Guardians of the Galaxy holiday special. I'm very excited about that. I hope it's not canon, because they haven't confirmed whether Gamora's dead or not.
What? Yeah, she's super dead.
No, because remember didn't she come back in Endgame?
Yeah, because they went back in time.
Yeah, but
do you think she stayed?
Yes. They don't. They didn't say whether she went back or not.
Spoilers, guys. Sorry.
No, I mean, it hasn't been confirmed. They kind of just left that part of the movie open-ended. Anyway, I'm saying I hope it's not canon. Hell, I'd love if Yondu was in it too. I mean, I wish this would just not be canon. It was just another Guardians movie that was holiday themed.
Or it was like a prequel type beat.
Yeah. Well, no, because I'd like Thor to be in it. I think that would be funny.
True.
There's that. There's something.
So is this the next movie in the Guardians?
The Guardians of the Galaxy holiday special. That's all I've seen on it.
Okay.
They haven't said anything else on it. It's probably because Guardians 3 is. I don't even. Wait, is Guardians 3 even confirmed?
Yeah,
I thought it
yeah.
was.
James Gunn's still the
Okay.
He was removed as the director, and then he's now the director again.
Yeah. Which also I love how. Thank God they overcorrected because James Gunn is literally directing half of these. Like he is
really?
He is back
he's so good.
directing
I like him.
I know. I like James Gunn a lot. There's Armor Wars, which is about Rhodey and I don't know if it's a show or movie, but War Machine gets his own. Don Cheadle's going to be in it, so that's going to be great. They're doing, it's not on here, but they're doing Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Did they just announce all this?
Yeah, yesterday.
That's so exciting.
There's Ironheart, which is very weird. I'd never heard of this. It's around all I saw was that they teased it was with it said it's this dude developed a suit that's like the most advanced anyone's seen since Tony Stark's Iron Man.
Mm-hmm.
So it sounds like it's super in the future, or at least it's like just post Iron Man.
Mm-hmm.
There's that. There's Secret Invasion. Very excited about this. This involves the Kree invasion of Earth, and Samuel Jackson's going to be in it, reprising as Nick Fury. So that's exciting. They're doing She-Hulk. Don't know if it's a movie or show. They're doing Hawkeye. I don't know if it's a movie or show, but it's what's this? Jeremy Renner is in it, but he's also like passing the torch down to his daughter.
Oh, that's gonna be cute.
So that's gonna be good.
Oh.
They announced Captain Marvel 2. I
haven't seen that one. So.
Then Secret Invasion will make more sense because the Kree are heavily involved in that.
Okay. I should watch Captain. My mom didn't like it, which is
I didn't like
shocking
it
because my mom likes all the Marvel movies.
I wasn't a huge fan on it,
Yeah.
but also I don't like Captain Marvel as a character.
Yeah.
It's basically even though Superman just objectively is broken, and just like literally cannot be beaten, except for by Batman. We'll get into that later, obviously, because I know we are in different agreements on that. They still make Superman likable, even though they know that.
Yeah.
Captain Marvel, everyone's like, you're just gonna do that, and it's gonna be too easy. There's no struggle.
Yeah, I think, but it's
stop.
It's not like Superman is like defending Earth.
Superman also still has fucking kryptonite. That's also what makes it. He has a weakness.
Yeah.
Everyone knows it. Captain Marvel, it's
right, but it's like different tiers of. It's like the Spectre or whatever in the. I think this is the Marvel universe. There's basically this omniscient, omnipotent being that can just do whatever he wants. He exists in the universe as basically like a Deus Ex Machina, or like a Ex. What is this called? Whatever. It's like basically a cop out. If they've dug themselves into a hole and they can just go, then the scepter, whatever. It's a very old. I don't think he's been brought around in a long time. But
probably not.
There's basically just this being that can do whatever he wants, and if things get too hairy, he just comes in and goes, no, and then fixes it. She's basically that, you know?
Yeah.
She's like all around the galaxy, very busy, not Earth specific, doing stuff.
Yeah.
Stuff.
I'm probably missing some more, but those are most of them.
That is exciting.
So I'm excited.
I'm excited for a lot of those.
Yeah, that's really that. But
dude, Did they film another Black Panther before Chadwick Boseman passed away?
I fucking hope so.
I'm so sad about that.
I really hope so.
Yeah, that would be.
For a second I forgot he died, and now I'm depressed again.
I know, it's so sad. What an L. An L on this earth.
R.I.P. Chadwick.
I know. 2020 did a number, the number on some real ones. But
I really
anyway,
hope so.
Yeah, hope so. That would be.
If not, they're probably just gonna move forward with making Shuri the. Is it Shuri your name?
Yeah.
Because I know in the comics, Shuri becomes a Black Panther and like kind of takes on the realm. But
doesn't a goddess come down and imbue Black Panther with like special powers at some point? That's not a question. At some point in the comics, a goddess comes down and imbues Black Panther with like special powers. Imbues.
I was like, abuses? What?
Yeah.
No, I didn't know that.
I guess I don't know if that's gonna happen.
I'd also like them to see them do that and then add Bucky as the White Wolf, because whenever he fights alongside Wakanda, that's what they call him. It's the White
that's
Wolf.
Sick.
Because race.
Well, yeah. So basically, Black Panther was like as strong as the strongest man or whatever, and all this stuff, and then this goddess comes down and is like, "You're way better than that." and then he becomes like superhuman.
Interesting.
Yeah. But I guess they changed. I don't know if that might be a different storyline where he has like a super powerful suit or whatever.
Yeah.
But
who knows?
Yeah.
Last thing I want to touch on for today's episode is the new music that dropped today, which is going to throw everyone off because this is dropping next Friday. So everyone's going to be like, dude, this didn't drop today. This dropped.
Is everyone going to say that?
Every single person. Flood the comments for this episode with, oh, dude, this dropped last week.
Oh, dude, this dropped last week.
And make sure you do YouTube's new feature of do a voice comment and use that voice. No, that's not a feature. I'm just digging. Oh. So first off, just want to say I didn't know it was coming, but I thought it was really funny that I saw a tweet earlier this week that was like, I'm about to turn off my phone, leave it in my house, and go into the woods for a few weeks.
Oh my God, this is so funny.
If Taylor Swift drops an album this Friday, please reach me on my sat phone. And then she dropped an album. So
that was so funny. Like the next day or like a couple days later. So funny. I saw that too.
I saw this was like yesterday or 2 days ago. Yeah. But she dropped an album. I didn't know she was dropping.
Yeah, I didn't know. Yeah.
She normally never announces it, so I don't know how people know.
She announced it like I think like the day before.
Oh, she's just like, hey,
very, very almost, surprised.
But
I wasn't exactly surprised, but
there was that. I'll wait to hear the reviews. Maybe I'll listen to it. Probably won't.
I'll probably listen to it, and if it's the first song's boring, I'm just gonna.
Jack Harlow dropped his debut project.
Oh, nice.
It was very good. This is the first. I probably need to go back and listen to him, but I mean, he was like, I saw a lot of potential in him. This was the first overall project that I thought was good. One of the big standouts. I mean, they had the Lil Baby and the Big Sean songs were fucking heat.
Mm-hmm.
He's got 2 other songs that were like completely different than what he normally does. I really like that. He had one song that I loved that had the outro of the song was a choir singing "The Jetson Made Another One" producer tag, and I thought that was fucking hilarious.
I
thought it was super cool. There's that. Overall good. The only thing that kind of made me mad was I was like, What's Poppin' was on the last project. They kind of pulled a Post Malone and put both What's Poppin' and the What's Poppin' remix on this album.
I mean, come on.
I get it. It's going to sell more records because it's on there. But it's like, come on. The song, that song came out almost a year ago. Shouts out our listeners if you can hear my dog barking. And my mom asking her if she wants to go outside. But if you can't hear that, then I sound like a fucking idiot. That Kid Cudi dropped Man on the Moon 3. So I'm very excited. I finished Jack Harlow's album, which I probably should have listened to Cudi's first because I'm a bigger Cudi fan. Or I'm not even that. I've been listening to Cudi for way longer.
Yeah.
I've been excited for this. He said he wasn't going to do it forever ago. And I mean, the first Man on the Moon came out in 2009. So it's been a minute.
Yeah.
And he closed it out with a 3rd installment. He brought it back to the basics with Plain Pat and Mike Dean on production. He worked with some other great producers, but Skepta's on it. King Chip is on it. Who else is on it? He brought back Solo Dolo 3. I don't know how much you listen to Cudi.
Never.
Solo Dolo, I think, is the song right before Day and Night.
Oh, okay.
On the first one. But I'm overall excited. The art is fucking awesome.
Oh, yeah. The art is so good.
Our boy Sam Spratt made it. Oh, my God.
I saw that. And someone's like, Sam Spratt
so
goat.
good.
I'm like, oh, shit. It looks like his kind of style. So
yeah,
I don't know why I was surprised.
Yeah. I mean, Cudi is really not disappointed. Or he's always brought the heat, I'd say. Or I've just really enjoyed his album art. I guess I really enjoyed the first one. The rest of them are cool.
Mm-hmm.
It's just they're not as artistic. They're not art as much. They're just pictures, which is what I really like is whenever an artist goes whenever I think like cool images are it, but whenever you get like art made for your album art, I think that's what I really like.
Yeah.
It's like when somebody like paints it, it's not a picture or whatever.
Yeah. It I don't know. It can really tie an album together with a sick album art. And also it's more enjoyable as a listener because then you put it somewhere. Like if you get, a poster or something, it doesn't look like shit.
That's true.
Like even if if I don't know, what's an absolutely dog shit album art?
The Death Grips one where it's literally a penis.
No, that's kind of fire though. I kind of like that. That's hilarious.
They released it online, and the online version has the penis, but like on every other platform, it's just digitalized or pixelized.
Funny.
I don't know what their brain was. They're like, yes, a white penis is what we want, and that's our album cover.
Yeah, like Yeezus. I hate that album art.
No,
I hate it.
I think it's cool, but you know why I hate it?
Why?
Is because Virgil made it, and it's like, dude, you're such a creative designer, but yet your album art. I know we've been dogging on him for.
How about like the Big Day? The Big Day is a horrible, horrible album cover.
Yeah.
Even if that was my favorite album ever, I wouldn't put a poster up.
No, you know what's fucking hilarious?
Huh.
Did you know that Rhapsody changed the official Big Day album art to where you can see Melon holding a gun?
What?
And, like fade in the back. Or there's like some very niche streaming service that changed the album art for the Big Day to where it's literally just the Big Day, but you can see Melon just holding a gun in the background. I'll have to find it.
0. I cannot believe that got a 0. I need to listen to that album again just so I can know if it was truly that bad.
That album would be instantly better if all of those Lucy's he released leading up to it were on that album.
If it was
I Need Security,
5 songs long and just those.
Yeah, Wallacam.
Put Hot Shower on
65th
it. 65th
and Ingleside.
That was a banger.
Workout.
That was a good one too.
Ooh, Chance and Jeremiah put on streaming services their
Christmas album?
Yeah, the Christmas album, and then I think they might have released a second one.
They already had 2.
Oh, they already had 2. Then they just put them. I'm pretty sure they just put them on streaming services. Then
I don't love those. Like they're not amazing to me, but
yeah, I just enjoy them.
Yeah,
they're good.
I always listen to them like once. You know.
Also, I like the Hannibal outro from one of the songs. In there. That's really like Christmas. Put that Travis Scott auto tune on me, and then he just sticking around the outro.
Oh, that's funny.
I miss when Hannibal Buress was doing more stuff in rap.
What was he doing a bunch at some point?
He used to do a bunch of interludes. There's album. There's Hannibal interlude. And I mean, he's done a bunch of outros and like random interludes on songs.
What's he doing right now?
He fucking dropped Miami Nights. Have you seen Miami Nights?
Oh no, that was the one we saw.
Yeah. Okay, you did watch it with me.
No, I didn't watch it. But I was there with you.
Yeah, it's on YouTube, so we can watch it for free if you want to watch it. I do
because that was so funny.
Yeah. Also, he did the graphics and everything. It was fucking hilarious. He also did a full-on YouTube ad at the beginning of it because he's like, I'm putting it on YouTube. It's gonna be free. Suck it up. You gotta watch this. And then he did that, and then he went on the Joe Rogan podcast to promote it, and then he's like, I think I might just go to Africa for 3 months.
Cool. So he was in Africa.
Yeah. I mean, this was a while ago.
Oh, okay.
This is like
it was in Africa.
Yeah, he might still be there. I don't know, but because he realized he can just do a lot of writing from that, and I mean, I don't think he's continuing the Eric Andre show. So
he's not?
No, I think this new season was the last one he was on, if he's even on it. But
sad. I guess. I mean, I don't know. Like they have how many seasons do they have?
This is the 5th one.
Okay. I mean, yeah. He wasn't. I don't know. He can do bigger and better things, I guess, than be a guest star essentially. Fun. Yeah, I agree. I think he just enjoyed doing it, and also I think the Eric Andre show is going to be remembered as a pretty great piece in comedy, at least in the 2000s. Just it's a little revolutionary.
It really is.
It's really something else. Anyway, you got something else? No,
that's about it.
All right.
Just want to say, we're on break now. Be looking out. We're gonna be doing a lot more cool content. We're gonna be doing a lot of we're gonna be recording a lot of episodes this break, or at least that's my intention. I'll finally get to edit these episodes or these other videos we've done, so be on the lookout for those. That's that. Oh, I did want to talk about it, but I don't want to. But that horrible SpongeBob video that was trending.
Oh yeah,
this week we can talk about that later.
If y'all don't know Meat Canyon, go look them up. Go look at the SpongeBob video. It is watch it right before bed.
But yeah,
watch it right before you go to sleep. Meat Canyon.
I'll link it below. But yeah, make sure you go follow us on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok,
LinkedIn.
Yeah, we don't have a LinkedIn. Make sure you subscribe to us on YouTube. Go stream all of our episodes
over and over in the background forever.
Yeah, get those stream numbers up. Get us to where we can actually get YouTube ads. So get us to 10,000 hours of watch time 1,000 hours of watch time and 10,000 subscribers. So anyway, we'll see you next week.